Hey, it's Steve at the Galveston School of Cooking, and today we are making a double crusted cherry pie, and we're using phyllo dough to make the crust. And there it is. Oh, it looks so good. I have to apologize about the bite missing. I knew I had to take a picture, but it was warm out of the oven and I just couldn't resist. First, I'll take some room temperature butter and rub it around the insides of a 4-inch ramekin, and we'll bring the phyllo dough to room temperature and roll that out on a flat surface. Then I'll use the ramekin as a template and cut away the dough that I don't need. I use about half of the thickness of the dough, otherwise it would be too thick. Then I place it over the ramekin and tuck it into the corners as tight as I can. And be careful not to tear it. This stuff is really thin. And once you're happy that you've got it all tucked in, just cut away the excess with a knife by going around the ramekin and pull it away. Once you've cut it all away, just give it a little extra tuck to make sure it's in there good and tight. And now we are ready for our pie filling. I'm doing this the quick and easy way, so I'm using a canned cherry pie filling that I picked up from the grocery store. I used about half the can of pie filling for my 4-inch ramekin, but of course if you use a smaller ramekin or a larger one, you'll use more or less pie filling than I did. Just be sure to use enough pie filling so that it fills the ramekin all the way to the top. Level with the top, but not over the top. And once we're happy that we've got enough in there, we will just go around the ramekin and tuck the excess dough over the top like I'm doing here. Then I'll take the unused portion of the dough from earlier, place it over the top, and trim off the excess. Pull away the excess of the dough, and we will start tucking this in just like we're tucking in a shirt. And I'm tucking the top layer of dough in between the ramekin and the lower crust. Again, this dough is very thin, so be careful with it or else it will tear very easily. It's no big deal if you get a little tear in it, but it turns out prettier if it doesn't. Once we've got it all tucked in, we're going to brush on some melted butter and place it into a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. You'll want to check on it at about 5 minutes and then again at 10 minutes just to be sure that it's not over browning. After about 15 minutes in the 400-degree oven, it should come out looking something like this. I'm brushing some extra butter on top and we'll set it aside to cool. And now for the de-ramikinization process. Years of training and certifications, well, not really. Just put the plate close to the pie, flip it over, and because we put that butter in there when we first started, it should slide right out just like that. And look how pretty. And now a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. I'm using Bluebell, made right here in Texas. And there we go. Doesn't that look good? The pie is still warm. The ice cream's melting slow. I just had to take a bite. I knew I had to take a picture, but I just couldn't wait. The crispiness of the phyllo dough and the cherry pie filling with the ice cream, it is just a perfect dessert. And if you don't like cherry pie filling, you can use whatever kind you want. So that's it. That's our personal sized double crusted cherry pie using phyllo dough as the crust. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and this is Steve at the Galveston School of Cooking in Galveston, Texas, and I'll see you next time. And now for the de-ramikinization, I can't even say it.